Oh man, I did it again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes of all teenagers, welcome. Welcome to today's early stream. We're starting off our 10 days, really it's 9, but our 10 days early stream with some more Fallout. The last episode of the Publick Occurrences build here for the Jamaica Plains rebuild. Just as a reminder, for those of you who did not catch the previous VOD, although I don't know why you would start with the last episode, I'm not sure, but I know a couple people like that. Anyway, for those of you who didn't catch it when I spoke about it yesterday, starting from today, the 8th, and going through the 18th, we are going to be having 2 separate temporary stream schedules on the 8th and the 10th because I don't stream Sundays, so this won't be on the 9th, but on the 8th and the 10th, we will be streaming from noon to 3, and on the and from the 11th to the 18th, we will be streaming. The current plan is to be streaming from 9 p.m. to midnight, if not later. But depending on the day, that might change because I'm hosting this upcoming week. So I might have my buddy who's coming into town for the first time. Depending on what we end up doing that together, I might be streaming earlier. But the plan is currently from the 11th to the 18th. We will be streaming from 9 to midnight, and then I'll deal with the upload process the following morning. And other than that, of course, today and Sunday, or rather Monday, today and Monday, we will be streaming noon to 3. So let's actually get into what we're doing today. Yesterday, we did a lot. We got a whole lot more done yesterday. It's been a lot of fun building out the Publick Occurrences offices here. For those of you who haven't caught the previous 2 episodes, we've been building the Publick Occurrences office. We've got the lobby. On the first floor, we've got the lobby here, and then we've got the warehouse back here, which looks like this. Looks great. And then we've, on the second floor, we've got the copywriters' cubicles, which were a lot of fun to put together. And then on the third floor, we've got the little reporters' offices, which we need to do a lot of decorating for. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be quite a lot. Apologies if I seem a little tired. I've been up since 6 this morning, just doing a bunch of cleaning because my roommate, who has been my roommate for the last 5 years, is no longer here. And in the process of moving out, a lot of our shared spaces, the living room, the kitchen, all that kind of stuff, got a bit messy. And it was about time that I did a bit of cleaning of my own stuff anyway. I've been preparing to move out of this place myself. We're just moving out on completely different schedules. So yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of cleaning. Been a lot of cleaning today, which is why I'm glad to finally be sitting down. Okay, let's see. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to go ahead and decorate all of the different office spaces, or at least put the furniture. We need to place the furniture and the machines for all the different office spaces, and then we'll come back through the entire space and we'll do a bunch of OC decorating stuff up here with the little kitchenette and the coffee machines and all of it. We'll do a bunch of OC decorator stuff then, but first we need to get these offices sorted. So for each of these offices, the door luckily swings open left, so we'll have the desk on the right side. We'll have a little bit of room for maybe one chair, I'm thinking. One chair in front of the desk and then one chair behind the desk where the reporter would sit. So we're going counters, we're going wood. And if I'm careful about this, hold on. All right. There we go. I do want to get this just right. And because these wood counters can snap to each other, I can go like this. No. What I want to do... This looks horrendous. This looks terrible. But this will all be useful. Well, mostly be useful once I get the desk stuff sorted out. Okay. So we know this one's in place, so I just need to go... I need to just go ahead and drop it there. And that's good. I just need to get these in place. And then something kind of similar over here. All right. There we go. You know what? That was a lot nicer to place those desks than I was expecting it to be. That was a whole lot nicer. Actually, what I wanted was to set it to 7. And then force weather. And 0002B52A. I'm glad I finally memorized that. Took me long enough. Okay, so in the editor's office, because I like to get the desk down all like before I really start working on this stuff, if that's at all possible here. In the editor's office, so if I can place it down here and get everything lined up, then I'll just move it into place. No, if I go like this, and then we're gonna go and attach one of you. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, then we'll go ahead and place containers, storage. We're gonna put a little wall safe in here. Right on, you guessed it, the wall. Who could have possibly imagined? All right, cool. Cool. Then let's go ahead and place all of the chairs down because they're all going to be scaver chairs. Let's go get those taken care of. Scaver typing. Wonderful. Now let's get that a few more times here. All right, I think that's all of them. All right, nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I would like to put a filing cabinet here, but I don't know if there would be enough navigation to get past the filing cabinet and over to the chair. So I'm probably not going to worry about that. Not right now, at least. I could put some filing cabinets behind the other chair I'm about to place down. That would be a lot easier, actually. Make a lot more sense, too. Alright, almost done with these. We've got these two offices, then we've got a few chairs we'll have to put in the editor's office, and then we will be all good. We'll put the filing cabinets in and probably a table or two, maybe a couch in the editor's room. I don't know. The editor's gonna have certain privileges, because that's kind of just how the work goes. Hmm. Yeah, let's go for those filing cabinets. All right, we're gonna need to set up 3. And we'll leave that one. Just trust me on this. All right, maybe 1,000 was a little far, but that's okay. Okay, now what we're gonna do, because we only got 2 offices on that end. Back by 7, and then Okay, now we'll go ahead and mess with these ones over here. Now I should be able to go ahead and drop them into place, and they should be just fine. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Just dropped right into place. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, sorry, very sore. Very, very sore. This is the first time I've sat down all morning. I mean, it's not the morning anymore. It's now technically afternoon because it's 30 minutes past 12, but that's not an important detail. No one really cares about that. Yeah, I've been up and I've been around all day. Let's see. Yeah, what else do I want to put in the editor's room? I think I'll put not a couch, but I'll put a nice chair in the corner here, and then maybe like a small cabinet or something. Maybe a curio. Yeah, I'll put a curio. It's no Mama Murphy's chair, but, you know, it looks pretty cozy to me. Looks pretty cozy to me. Okay. I'm trying to think, what other furniture do these offices need? Other than, of course, the typewriters that they'll be using. Because all the reporters will be using typewriters, and then there will be a typewriter in the editor's office, but also an actual computer, because that's what most of their work is going to be on. Whereas the copywriters, they've got a lot of extra duties. They need to use the computers all of the time, more or less. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else I need to place before I start placing the OC Decorator stuff? We'll go in And we'll put a radio. Yeah, okay, let's get those typewriters and computers placed in. Okay. Yeah, power, miscellaneous. We'll have the terminal. We'll place the terminal up here. And then for the rest of them, they will all be on typewriters, because hard copies are the easiest way to keep your sources secret. They really, really are. And the best insurance. Okay. Now, obviously, a phone. This is the editor, after all. Well, I mean, all the reporters, I should probably put phones in all of their rooms. They are reporters, after all. Kind of important that they've got quick communication with all of their potential sources, or at least can be contacted by their potential sources. It'd be interesting to set up telephone booths, although I don't know exactly how I would do that, because we don't have any hanging phones in Fallout, which is strange. You'd think that you'd find a bunch of hanging phones in Fallout. You'd think you'd find a lot of them, just because that was how you communicated. But so far, as far as I can remember, we didn't find any. As far as I can remember. Alright, let's put a bunch of fans in. The desk fan goes on desks. That's the only logic needed. I'm also working on the, but just before I jumped on to stream today, when I first booted up the game, I went ahead and put all of the wallpapers in for the final floor of the apartments I've been building just over there. And put in all the wallpapers for the final floor and all the wood trim and everything, so that's all good. Now it's just the decoration, which is very repetitive because I'm doing it for for 3 separate buildings, and I need to make it not all look the same. It's 4 floors, 12 apartments, which is 12 individual clutter layouts, and if furniture is all arranged essentially the same, it's still it's still a lot. It's still a lot, and it's not particularly riveting, which is why I opted to go the route of building most of the residential stuff off camera. Alright, if there's anyone who's going to have clutter on their desks, it's going to be the editor, by far. A copy of whatever the most recent issue is, as well as lots of folders of, hey, these are the things that we'd like to add. Here's the layout we're going for the next issue. What should the headline be? All that kind of stuff. What images are going to be used? Everything. Every minute question you might think about in terms of the way that newspapers are made, the editor probably has final say in all of those decisions. The editor or whoever owns the newspaper. They technically would have say above the editor, but you know what I mean. All of you are pretty smart. I'm sure you get what I'm getting at here. Let's go ahead and put a bunch of folders strewn across the desks as well. And then, of course, I'm saving a small spot, but a spot nonetheless for all of their smoking habits. You have to. I mean, what, are you just gonna not smoke? It's the 1950s in the future. Of course you're gonna smoke. In fact, they probably have new ways of smoking. They probably have cool new ways of smoking. So first we'll go through with the ashtrays, and then we'll come back through with the cigarettes, and then with the lighters. All right. All right. And once again, if this were an individual, or if this were a smaller scale build rather, not necessarily an individual, but a smaller scale build, if this were a smaller scale build, I would absolutely be I would make sure that every single one of these offices was entirely unique in its layout. Even if it had all the same components, I would make sure that the layout was varied enough that each of these offices felt unique and individual. But I don't really have the kind of time to do that for this build. It's just not really in the cards here for what we have time for. And it's a massive build. It's just too big of a build. One other thing that they all need, of course, is they all need bulletin boards. We love bulletin boards here at CN Games. They're one of my favorite things. In fact, I currently own it's sitting upstairs in the living room because my studio here is in the basement. It's living upstairs in the living room right now, but I've got a bulletin board all packed up that I'll be using at whatever my next place is. It'll be very nice. It'll be very nice. I'd like to build out a set for my next place that, well, for one, has good consistent lighting, and two, doesn't look ripped straight out of the 1970s like the rest of this place around me does, which is why we've got the green screen up. Also, the green screen is pretty nice for just throwing it up and not having anything else in my camera except me. It is nice, but yeah, I would definitely use a background if I could create a set piece for myself. I enjoy it. It's a nice creative exercise putting together sets. Then again, it's probably because I really like Legos. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Clock. A clock is kind of a big deal. I always forget these things. They come to me after I've already started all the other work. Ooh, yeah, that's a much better place to put it. Okay. All right. And then out here in the kitchenette, we will put a clock on this wall, right there. Because under here, on this side, we'll put the coffee machine, and then we'll put a bunch of, you know, plates or cups or all that kind of stuff on that second one. What else? What else? Yeah, I'll decorate the kitchenette with, you know, kitchen things. But I'm trying to think what else. The editor needs their cigar, or their cigars. Their cigar box, they need their cigar box. So we'll go ahead and give them, you know what? We'll give them some San Francisco sunlights, all right? They've got some expensive tastes. Some very expensive tastes. These are not common on this end of the American wasteland. Not common at all. In fact, there's only one canonical individual who has access to these. And that is exclusively because they're from that end of the wasteland. The West Coast. Alright. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty solid. They've got their radio over there. Of course, the editor gets the radio. Anything else? We don't have a ton of room for other stuff in here. I mean, I say that. It is a sizable space, but you know what I mean. There's like all the other decorations we could possibly put in here. We do still need to be able to open up the doors, so there's not too much else I can do. Maybe we'll put up a painting. Yeah, we'll put up a portrait. Not one of Pikmin's, of course, although these are wild. Yeah, man's definitely got demons. The only portrait we could possibly be working with. Let's be completely fair here. The only portrait worth placing. Oh, I love it. I really do. That's so good. What a powerful image. What a strong, powerful image right there. Alright, let's go ahead and put up some, we'll put up some signage and some plaques to denote, you know, which restroom is which and what each of the offices are for, and the editor's office, of course. We'll go ahead and put up some signage. There we go. No, not for weather, force weather. One letter off, man. Alright, that would be signs. Informational would be the first set. And then the second set over here. Alright, both signs still function no matter the distance, which is important because I did have to fix that on the first floor in the lobby space. Now we will we'll head on over to the Kiro tab over here. It looks like the grenade. We'll go to decorative, signage, and I believe custom signs. I guess not. Would that be in miscellaneous, maybe? We've got Pardon Our Dust, and I believe this sign is from the White Springs Resort. I think this is a Fallout 76 asset. Granted, all the Fallout 76 assets are Fallout 4, are using the Fallout 4 creation kit at a higher resolution, so it doesn't really matter. They all transfer pretty over. They transfer over pretty well. Which is why the construction power armor was such an easy port when Fallout 76 came out. Construction power armor and the also the Secret Service power armor, which I do have the mod installed for the Secret Service power armor. I really do like the Secret Service power armor. It's pretty cool. Okay, not in there. Would it be sign backings, perhaps? Ah, yes it is. All right. And then just to avoid any kind of potential confusion, we'll make sure to place the signs. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, well, I didn't finish my complete thought. I have a habit of doing that in this game, and I don't like it, but it is a habit. We'll place the signs on the right side of the doorpost, just to avoid possible confusion here. But then we'll have to put the editor's sign on the left side of the doorpost. I mean, we can't put it on the right side, otherwise that would look like this is the door to the editor's room. Anyway, let's continue. Nice. Now the light placement, oh man, that's going to be pretty boring. That's going to be really boring. All right, one more of these little plaques. One more of these little plaques. Well, actually, two more. I've got the archives one, and then... Yeah, okay. There we go. That should be all of the plaques. Now, before I do the lights, because the lights are going to be kind of tedious, let's go ahead and decorate the... Yeah. Sorry. Let's go ahead and decorate the kitchen space and the little coffee machine space, the kitchenette. I think I was entirely in the wrong section there. Yeah. Now I need to go over to Homemaker Decorations Miscellaneous Interior, and that's where we'll find the machine the machine. Now we'll head on over to OC Decorator. Everything else should be in OC Decorator. All the other things that we need for the kitchenette space should all be in here. There is no sink up here, but that's okay because the bathrooms have sinks, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah. Okay, let's get all the cups, all the coffee cups placed, because it's going to be a lot of them. Come on. There we go. And there, all the coffee cups. All the coffee cups. Now we'll stack some plates. Because why not? Not a ton of them though, just a few. We'll say the rest of them are in the cabinet. All right, that's better. There's not such a drastic pull towards the camera. Okay. For the sake of the water coolers, I'm gonna say all the paper cups or whatever are just sort of built into the machine. I'm not gonna worry about placing a bunch of paper cups. I never do with the water coolers. I never worry about any of the water cooler cups. It's just not really a useful way to spend my time while building all this stuff. Okay, we are going to I want a glass pitcher. I mean, we might as well put a glass pitcher. Yeah, why not? There's no harm in doing so. We've got the water cooler right there with aqua pura. Although, I mean, it would be aqua pura in description, but it wouldn't necessarily be whatever. Point is, we've got it. We'll go ahead and put down a teapot, which is all the way back here. One thing that I often have to remind myself of in this game, when I want to go and decorate things, I think, oh, okay, where will I put the microwave? There are no microwaves. This is the 1950s. The microwave was yet to be commercialized. I don't even know if it was invented yet, but I know it certainly had not been commercialized yet. So this is pre-microwave. Okay, what's with the flashing light texture? That's very bothersome. Very bothersome. However, before the microwave, we did have the hot plate. Oh, sorry. You ever yawn so hard that your eyes start watering? Like your body is in pain with how tired it is? I don't know. That's probably a bit dramatic, but yeah, that's what happens every time I yawn. My body is always like, please cease. Please. It's too much. Doing even the simplest things. Let's see. Go with the salt and the pepper. Go with the cooking oil. We'll put the cooking oil over there next to the vegetable starch. Bit of a cutting board. Got the coffee stuff over there. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. It is just a kitchenette, so it's a little crazy that I'd put that much effort into just a kitchenette, but worth it. Worth it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. There we go. That looks better. Yeah, I could put a little table in between the railing there. Put a little table for a little bit of a break space. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go furniture, tables, and we'll go vault. Yes. I do love the vault table. I barely ever get really a good chance to use it because it's a rather sizable structure. It is a rather sizable structure. There we go. That looks awesome. Plenty of space. Plenty of space there. All right, we are at an hour and 19 for the day. And the only thing I can think left to do is to place the roof and the doors and the parapets on top of the roof, because this is another flat roof structure. It's a massive structure. I'm not going to try and put an angled roof on this thing. Yeah, that's not worth it. Let's see. We could back over in Snappy Build in Shell Kit, and then on ledges, we could go ahead and clean up some of the ledges here on the staircase. There we go. Okay, yeah, I like that. Not that it's necessarily a massive detail. I'm sure probably no one else cares but me, but I like it. Now, we do actually need to go ahead and change these doors, because for whatever reason, the clean doors don't want to open. They don't want to open. They've opened on other structures. They open perfectly fine on the town hall, just not here. So we'll go with you and try you out. Okay, wonderful. You do work. Now we'll jump back in and give it 5 minutes to do so. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. And that should be all of the door sets that need to be replaced, right? It should be all of them. Because that garage door opens fine, and then the blue metal doors, they open fine. And we didn't have a third set of the double wooden doors, I don't think. So I think we're good there. We're going to go to 10 this time, and then force weather 002B52A. Glad I'm starting to remember. Finally. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and start placing some lights. Even if we just get the actual light bulb in, and then we'll come back in with and we'll align all of the layered lights on top of it. But that means that we need to put together the roof structure. So let's go ahead and assemble the roof. Come on. Now, much like the floors, you want ideally you would have the roof tiles moving in the roof tiles parallel in the length of the roof tiles parallel to the length of the building. Ideally speaking, which is what we're gonna do. All right. Now we'll go ahead and place all the different office lights. Now the only space I believe that we've got space here for. We might have room in all the different office spaces, although that might cause too many. Lag spikes. Point is, the only office that I plan on putting a ceiling fan in is going to be the editors. The rest of them will just have the fluorescent light over top of the light bulb ceiling, the ceiling light. So we're not gonna have to worry too much about the whole system. There we go. And for the bulb. There we go. That should be all of those spaces. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and put the cover light. And we'll start with the undamaged ceiling fan, because again, we're only placing one of these, which means all the commands we need will only be done once. The rest of them, we're going to have to repeat a bunch of commands. It's going to be 4 commands that we have to repeat. So first we line it up to try and center this as best as possible. And then disable. Place, enable. Mod pause Z27 and then 0. So we do that 4 times. Most of them can be done in the command line at the same time, but it's still 4 individual commands. There we go. And that should be all of the offices. And then we've got these 2 restrooms. Then we'll go ahead and put roofing over top of that whole section. We'll go ahead and put some roofing over here, put lights up, and then probably 1 or 2 lights in the roofed section. Well, actually, we should put the lights in the roof section first, shouldn't we? That'd be the smart way to do it. And man, is that just blindingly bright in the middle of the day. I love it. Alright, we're actually just going to need to place 1 right there, because the rest of this space is just so freaking bright. Even at nighttime, I imagine. Oh yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, we'll get 1 set up here, and then that should be it. That should be it. We should be all good. We'll put the parapets up, but we'll be more or less done. Which is kind of insane. This 3-day build. 2.5-day build. What? 7.5-hour build? There we go. Which means we'll place this one just about there. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's get those doors. Let's get those doors. We don't actually need plaques on these, do we? Because we've got the signage. There we go. Beautiful. And it's a nice clean look too. It's a very clean look. I like it a lot. Okay, with the weather change, I'm actually starting to see the lighting a little bit better in this space. Now, how do we look out here? With all this light now. Oh, perfect. Are you kidding me? That's more than enough light. That is more than enough light for these printing, for the print house. More than enough light. That looks really good. I'm very happy about that. Now we could turn this into a little staircase. We could put a little staircase there. Again, the same reason I didn't put shelving here yesterday. That would block the window if I put the staircase there, and it wouldn't really serve to be of any major use for us. So why even go for it? What would the point be? What would the point be? Just so that there's a staircase from the warehouse into the copywriting room? No. That's not super useful. They can just look over the balcony and down into it anyway. Not that hard. Not that hard. Okay. Speaking of not that hard, I don't actually know where that sentence was going. Never mind. Never mind. That sentence was not going anywhere. It's been one of those days, man. Been one of those days. Okay. All the roof tiles look lined properly to me. So let's go and put on our shell kit parapets. I considered maybe building a staircase up to the roof, but then I remembered I don't have a single set of stairs that would be small enough to do that. That would make sense for the space that we've built out here, so that's not at all worth anyone's time. It's just not worth a single person's time to do that, so I'm not going to. And besides, they don't need access to the roof. Nobody needs access to the roof of the Publick Occurrences building. That doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense at all. Nice. Okay. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now we do have this monstrosity, but there's not much I can do about that because I don't have a mod, and I don't know of a mod that extends the radius, the power radius of a connector to a significant degree at the very least. Other than one that extends it 6,000 units, and that would then that's just a blank switch. It's not even like a special power connector that does that. It's just all power connectors. The range they have is now 6,000 units, that's useless to me. That's completely useless to me. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? That's completely useless to me, because if I want to turn the power off for a building, I don't want the next 7 buildings to stay powered, or to also have their power turned off. I just want that single building. It's interesting to me that the artillery piece changed its angle when there's no one who works on this, and there never has been someone who works on this, because I placed this, and we don't have any NPCs in here yet. I temporarily had Hancock here while I was working on building up my my reputation with him, but that was it. That was it, man. That's all there was to it. Let's see. Should I maybe... I mean, I know we got to put this door here, but should I maybe, with the Publick Occurrences sign, set scale 1. There we go. And then... what I want to do set scale 3. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot, because previously we only set the scale to, what was it, like 2, I think? Maybe 1.5 even. That looks nice. Then over there, that's what scale 5 looks like. And I wonder what would happen if we went for scale... Scale 7? Ooh, that's almost too big. Let's go for 6.9. There we go. That looks really good. Okay, I like that a lot. I like that quite a lot. That's good. That's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and put in the front door, and then I think we'll take our pictures, and we should be done. Do I want to put any signage on this side? I'm going to hold off from placing signage on that side until I know what else is going to be going over there. Until I know, like, the rest of the layout of this part of town. Until then, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah. It's not worth my time until I can get that figured out. All right, let's grab our picture. Let's grab our picture. If we did set it to 7, there we go. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's the screenshot for the episode. That's we're officially done with what we needed to build today, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to be done with building today. We do still have about an hour, hour 10, hour 13, well, hour 12 really, before we need to be done. So how about we work on these apartments a little bit. I can show you what I've been up to with these guys. I can show you what I've been up to. There's a couple things there's a couple changes I need to make. A couple things I haven't gone ahead and finished, but the general layout, because the first floor is exactly the layout I'm looking for. The layouts of each of these are the same across each of the rooms and each of the buildings, but I'll just show you one for context. So you walk in. In fact, I think the only thing I changed from the second floor is I switched the fridge and the stove placement. So you walk in, very small apartments. They're livable, but they're very small apartments. Okay, you've got your small kitchen here. You've got your fridge, your stove top, all the different kitchen equipment. You've got a nice clean table over here to eat your food at. Got a bit of a couch to go ahead and relax and watch whatever you're gonna watch, whatever TV exists in the apocalypse you're gonna watch. In here you got the bedroom. Very simple. You've got a single bed, your hamper, your dresser, whatever you've got on your nightstand, and then in here the bathroom. That includes your washer and dryer, the shower, the toilet, the mirror, the sink, all that kind of stuff, all in this one space. It's a very small space, but it's got all the necessary requirements to be an actual livable space. I think the only thing I forgot to do that I need to do, and I forgot to do it, was I forgot to place the cabinet space above the kitchen in the second floor for each of the second floor apartments. For each of the second floor apartments. Now there's going to be a total of actually 9 second floor apartments, not 12. Not second floor. There's going to be a total of 9 apartments, not 12 apartments. The staircases for each of these are leading up into what will be the roof space, or the space inside of the roof, which is basically just going to be for each of the apartment buildings. It's essentially just going to be a rec room. Oh man, that was quite the yawn. Ugh. That was quite the yawn. Okay, apologies about that again. I don't know if I ever spoke about the graveyard, but the graveyard build was pretty easy. I mean, I did this after we finished up the church. I was like, yeah, I should probably work on the graveyard here. Probably clean it up, get it looking nice. It used to be picket fences and a bunch of broken gravestones, and not anymore. Not anymore. Whatever bodies were in these graves have been exhumed, and now the graveyard is for the people that live here now. Why would the bodies have been exhumed? Because all the gravestones were broken, and we don't actually know who we don't have a good reason to know specifically which person would have existed in would have been interred in which grave, and it's just more useful to it's just more useful as a graveyard for the people who live here today than as a graveyard for people 200 years past that we have no record of because it's been an apocalypse. You know, that's just how it goes. That is just how it goes. Graves do tend to last, and if you've got functioning society that can keep graves and graveyards running for 200 years, then wonderful. Wasn't the case. It wasn't the case here. It was the nuclear apocalypse. Not really easily doable. So we're going to travel to the 3rd floor here, because this is what I'm building up next. And what we're going to do, after I finish scratching my ear, because my ear's very itchy, we're going to jump back into the build. And we're going to remove the section of floor that I'm looking at. We're going to do that in each of these 3 apartments, because I need to go ahead and place the cabinets. And I have yet to do that. We have to go and place the wall cabinets. That was almost a dangerous move because we've got lights. Right, that was almost a dangerous move. Okay, so instead, how about we just... Yeah? Much safer. That was an extremely stupid move. I should never have made that move. That was not a smart move to make. It was not a smart move to make. It's a miracle that it worked. It's a miracle that it worked without issue. But now we're going to go into Homemaker, furniture, surfaces, counter, and cabinets, and we're going to match the counter or the cabinets to the counter space. For here, that's the blue ones. The next one over, I believe, is the yellow ones, or is the white ones? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know off the top of my head, but we'll check. We'll find out. I considered placing both sets, only because they clearly are meant to go with each other, but I don't have enough room for both sets, so we're just going to run with the one. Yeah, we'll just run with the one set. We're going to go to Snappy Builds all the way over to Shell Kit, Floors, Clean, and place that one back. Okay, we won't have to do that for these because we're going to be smarter about that. Okay, it was the white ones. Nice. Very good to know. Then we're going to go ahead and move you over to the left some. There we go. Now we just do that one more time with the yellow set. Nice. Okay, that was the big concern there. We are now 2 hours in. Okay. Well, for the last hour, apologies if this gets a little boring or a little repetitive or a little tedious, but I'm going to be decorating these bathroom spaces. That's the first thing on the list, and then we'll go with the bedroom spaces, and then the main the kitchen and living room space. It can get repetitive, absolutely, extremely repetitive, and boring at times. But I'll usually have some show on or something in the background, maybe a YouTube commentary video or I don't know, a deep dive into something, video essay stuff. I do enjoy video essays. Although I'm not a big fan of the traditional video essay sort of format, you know what I mean? We're gonna pull some quote from a psychologist or from someone who's renowned for writing stories, but I'm not gonna explain to you the context of that quote or why I chose that quote. We're just gonna take that quote, and that's gonna be the theme of the video essay. Also, we're gonna have extremely niche indie pop as or indie folk as our background music, and then we're going to be talking in broad strokes about the thing that we're analyzing. We're not ever actually going to give you a solid opinion or reasons for an opinion. We're just gonna say the thing. It's the standard, and I don't like it. There's a lot of people out there, really good people, who are breaking the standard, as it were, for video essay content. But it's just, man, is it just not a great? It's just not a great. It's just not a great standard to work with. And I don't know why we got to that place. I don't know why we went from. Or rather, I don't know how we got to video essayists just essentially doing that, and telling you how something makes them feel instead of why something is or is not good. but that doesn't inform me at all. Okay, feel however you want about the thing. Is the thing good? Because if it's not good, then I don't want you to recommend it to me. If it is good, I want to know why you recommend it. Anyway. Gonna go fixtures. We want this shower piece, but I'm gonna use the back edge of it to actually start the angle, just so that I can get everything properly aligned. And we'll do the same over on the x-axis. Yeah, nice. Nice. There we go. And then the next thing I have to place down after I place down these showers is going to be the washer and dryer, because those are extremely annoying to place. Those are terrible. I hate placing the washer and dryer. They're really not fun. They're really not fun to place. Only because it becomes such a cramped little space, but I need them for the immersion. It makes sense. Or as Todd Howard would put it, it just works. There we go. Gonna go for another round just to make sure I didn't mess anything up. No, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, let's get those washing machines, the washer and dryer, taken care of. Anyway, here we go. Now that would all be in decorations. Miscellaneous bathroom, I believe, is where I pick up the washer and dryer. No. No. That would be oh, why am I blanking? That would be back here. Homemaker, furniture, and containers. A home, I believe. Yes. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna put the washing machine on the ground first. It's gonna be on the lower section. The reason being, and this is generally how washing machines are made, they tend to be heavier than dryers. They tend to be. Is that a universal standard? No, not necessarily. Would it have been true here in this setting in the future of the 1950s? Probably, yes. Yeah, we should probably place all of them first, shouldn't we? Okay, well, I can go about it this way. And we'll do the same one over. I'm trying to remember what the height difference is between these two buildings, or at least these two and that building. Not at least, or rather would have been the proper turn of phrase. I'm just saying things now. All right, there we go. Nice. Now the dryers are a lot easier to place. Once we've got the washing machine down, we can place the dryer and then just use console commands to go ahead and get the angle and everything right. It's a lot simpler. And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay, let's do that for these next two, and then be done. Then be done. Okay, and one more. And one more. And then we'll put the other things in here, you know, toilet, sink, mirror, towels, all the stuff. All the stuff. These are just the annoying little bits that need to be placed here, but aren't fun to place. They're not fun by any means to place. Wonderful. Okay, now the rest of this stuff, we're probably all just gonna pull it from the decorations miscellaneous bathroom section. Because it's easier to do and it's all right here, and it's really not important that we have like a particularly unique vault sink. If all of these apartments are being built at a relatively rapid pace in comparison to a lot of other things in the Commonwealth, then it would make sense that we use more universalized parts. Also, the vault plumbing objects will be a lot more plentiful and a lot easier to handle. If you really think about it, vault stuff needs to be able to last for a long time, be easy to repair, or to be easy to maintain, and be simple to teach the repairs to future generations. Just makes more sense. It makes more sense than, well, anything that Bethesda has recently said about vaults and about the way vaults work. I'm looking at you, Fallout Show. Not that that's the most popular opinion out there, but it is mine. Nice. And one more. Then we'll place the toilets. Then we'll place the toilets. The toilets are the last thing that I really have to maneuver into place to get it exactly right. Everything else, you know, the hand towel for drying your hands, the soap bar, the toilet paper, anything else that goes in here, I can pretty much just do by hand. I just need to make sure these things are all placed appropriately. Nice. Now we'll place the toilet. Okay. Okay, now the easy stuff. Now we just place a bunch of the stuff on the walls where they'll snap into place, and we just won't worry about them. Okay. Now we'll go over to OC Decorator, our favorite household cleaning and toiletries. We'll go with some metal buckets and some plungers, kind of important household items. Fairly useful household items. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and place the floor piece. Ooh. There we go. That's good. We've got about half an hour left for the day. About, well, 34 minutes and 25 seconds, or 35 seconds. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we're running a little close to time. We're not going to be able to finish all of this today, but we're making some good progress. Making some really good progress. We're going to place you and you and of course you. And then we'll go ahead and put the lights in for the section, which are, they're simple. They're the, we go for the light bulb and then the standard fluorescent ceiling light. There we go. Extremely bright. Almost too bright. Almost blindingly bright. But it's funny. Which is really the only reason to do it. The only reason you need to do something. Game is whether it's funny or not. Yeah, extremely bright for such a small space, but you know what? Nothing's gonna wake you up like an extremely reflective room with two extremely bright lights. Nothing wakes you up like it. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's work on the bed placement now. Work on the bed placement. We're gonna go furniture, beds, single, not mods, because I actually know that these do work, and the one that we have for the mod, from mods, the one that came with, not that these aren't all mods, but the one specifically designated to be in the subsection titled mods is from the log cabin mod, and that is only a player bed. That's not an NPC bed. And that's not super useful to us right now. We need NPC beds. And so we shall get NPC beds. Sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah, I can see that the stream is a good, like, 15 seconds behind, so apologies if there's 15 seconds of me just looking off to the side. I wanted to see if the quick flash was seen on camera, and it was. I'm gonna have to replace these bulbs eventually. Not soon, but it was just a temporary little flub in the power system. It happens. It happens. So there we go with that bed. And then we'll go and place the next one right next to it. Once we get them all lined up. Once we get them all lined up, we will go ahead and super shift it over. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Then we're going to need our cabinetry, which we would usually pull just from the furniture tab, but we're going to go Homemaker then furniture. Because just from the furniture tab, if we place it down, we can't pick it back up because it counts as a static object instead of a dynamic object. And all the objects we're placing are dynamic objects. Dynamic objects can be moved in the settlement menu. But I'll show you what I mean. So you see, you've got the yellow, you've got the white line surrounding this version of the dresser. But if I were to go all the way back to furniture, containers, home, and bring out the same dresser, just from here instead, now it counts as a destructible item. Not this one, just this one. Why? There's a slightly different texture. That might just be the angle of the light, but realistically, it's just because the DLC that this is from, the Vault DLC, classifies this object differently than the Homemaker mod classifies this one. So we never use it. We never use it because it's a borked, it's a very borked object. And by never use it, I mean it is not a habit that I would like to keep. It is one I'm reminding myself to break regularly when I go and place down dressers, because it does break very easily. Nice. Now we just got 2 more to place. Just got 2 more to place, and then we'll do whatever other decoration we need to in each of those. Ah, see? We were in the regular furniture section. Ooh, I am starting to get hungry, which is good because I'm going to the movies after this. Gonna go and I've spoken about this very briefly on stream before, but we locally, my local AMC is doing a special re-release of the Lord of the Rings trilogy over the weekend, and my mom has never cared about watching these movies, except now she's interested. So I'm going to be going with her. It'll be lots of fun. Lots of fun for me. Because these movies mean a lot to me, and they're extremely well-written movies. I would go so far as to say the objectively the most well-constructed trilogy of films out there. Which is very scandalous to say, especially because there's a lot of people that like Star Wars, myself included, except they will not accept any amount of criticism for anything that happens in them. I certainly don't fall into that camp. There's lots to criticize about Star Wars, especially the prequels and sequels. But yeah, no, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, without a doubt, the most well constructed trilogy of films ever made. It still saddens me how poorly made, well, how poorly constructed rather, the Hobbit trilogy is. It still saddens me. Because while neither of them are supposed to be directly one for one exactly the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit books, they are supposed to be within the same universe as each other, the two sets of movies. And it causes some problems, you know. It causes some problems. Anyway, that's not what we're here to worry about right now. Right now, we are doing some more decoration. I can think of only one other type of home container we need right now, and it might not be in the home section. It is not in the home section. Okay, where would it be? Not there. Certainly not in here. Oh, come on, this isn't that hard. We've run into this 100 different times before. It couldn't be in fixtures. I'm not even going to try to find it in fixtures. I know one place we can decorate in the bathroom section. We should be able to find... Yay, a hamper! That's what we need. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Alright, we have just a little bit of daylight left, and then we'll go ahead and reset it. I just want to get these hampers in first. Awesome. Okay, let's go and reset the time. There we go. There we go. Now we'll do a bit of decoration. A little bit of decoration, a little bit of trolling. Not so much trolling, more so the decoration part. Do a bit of decoration with the OC Decorator stuff. And that should bring us right to time, really. That should bring us right up to time. And then I'll finish these. I'll finish those sometime between tonight and Monday. And then we'll do some more streaming on Monday. With we need another public building. I'm trying to think. Do we want to do the police station, the post office, the well, there's a lot of buildings to choose from. Lots and lots of public buildings, including a couple things I'm not actually going to describe yet because I want to know that they're possible to do before I end up going and making them. That's for later. That's for later. Let's get to the actual decoration. So each of these bedrooms, they do need a some kind of clock, some kind of alarm clock to go ahead and wake them up. So that's one of the few things on these desks that are going to be placed in the same place every time, or as close to the same place as I can get it every single time. Right there at the edge. Now, what I personally like to do with my own alarm clock is I'll set the alarm clock, but then I'll move it far enough away that I can't actually just like hit the thing. I can't actually just snooze it. I do this with my phone as well. I'll set when I know it's an extremely important thing, I have to wake up by a certain time because I need to be ready because, you know, however the day is going to work for me. I'll set the alarm on my phone, then I'll go and I'll make sure the ringer's all the way up, and then I'll go and put the phone on my desk across my room, so that when I'm woken up by it, I can't just hit the thing. I have to get out of bed and start the wake up process. Get all of the blood rushing to the rest of my body, before I can actually turn the thing off. And at that point, it's not easy to go back to sleep. Okay, so let's see. We'll place lamps. Yeah, we'll place some lamps. Why not? Lamps would be probably very useful. It would make sense for the lamps to be next to the alarm clock. We'll go with you next. We'll use the 3 lamp styles. Why not? The 3 pre-existing lamp styles. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Nice. They're not actually going to be turned on because we're going to have the light above the... Anyway, point is, they work. Or they don't actually need to work, is more of the actual point there. Instead of phones, let's go with... we'll put a radio in. Yeah, should we put the radios in the bathroom or here? We'll put the radio in here. Yeah, because the TV is going to go in that section. We'll put the radio in here. For this one, at least. Then we'll put, in the second one, we'll go for a shower radio, and then for the third one, I think we'll just put the radio somewhere out there. So I'll just hold off on the radio for the third one. Now, where would the shower radios be? I'm trying to remember. I always forget where the shower radios are. I always forget. They're not in the radios tab, surprisingly enough. Which means I think Homemaker might have them. Maybe. Maybe somewhere in fixtures. Probably not, but it's worth checking. No, they don't. Okay. In Decorations Electronics, maybe? Way to the end of the Decorations Electronics tab? Because there's a lot of electronic decorations. Okay, there we go. There we are. Yeah, that'll work for the next one. We'll put you in here. Right there, actually. Just outside the actual shower. Not that they're not water resistant, but anyway. And I won't worry about it for this third section. But instead of that, let's see, what would we put instead? What would we put on the nightstand instead? Maybe some flowers. Yeah, let's put some flowers on the nightstand. Why not? I don't like that these, that the clean vases don't actually have any objects in them. The clean glass rounded vase. It's like the Institute one, I guess. I don't know. I don't like that they don't have anything in them. You will be there, because you need plenty of sunlight. And then to fill up some extra space, because now there's 3 items on every counter, or on every dresser. Let's go for a 4th item. Ooh, yeah, we'll put the desk fan. Sure, a desk fan would be nice for this space. And then for you... Oh, you didn't have 3 items in here, did you? No, you didn't. Now you do. And now your 4th item is going to be a flag, because you are or were a member of the Minutemen. And then your 4th item, because you do have 3 items on here. Your 4th item, let's see. We'll give you a camera. Yeah, why not? We'll give you a camera. The camera looks kind of cool. At least I think so. Yeah, we'll go like that. Okay. Wonderful. I'm trying to think, what else should I put here? Anything, or should I just leave that spot open? Because for this person, I'm going to be putting dog tags. Now that I put the flag there, I have to put dog tags down. Oh yes, I know what we'll do. You will be Catholic. That's what we'll do. That's kind of a funny sentence construction, but okay. Nice. We got that, which means we'll put a cross on the wall. We'll do that in a second. Once I figure out what item number 5 for you is going to be. What is item number 5 for you? Maybe a cap stash. Why not? Why not? We'll put a cap stash up here as your 5th item. Yeah, I like it. Also, you need to be down there. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. We'll, I think that's all the decorating we need to do for the bedroom space. I mean, we can't, it's such a small space. We can't get too cluttered with things. I don't like putting things under beds, only because it's kind of a hassle. And they don't need clocks on the walls, and we've got painting space out here, so we'll just put a painting out there if we feel like it. But you, because you have the mother icon, I'll put a cross on your wall. Building his kingdom, we'll go wall decorations, small, and then where is the Latin cross? There it is. There it is. We'll go for you right there. Yeah. Awesome. Wonderful. Yeah, then let's go ahead and put the ceiling portions on each of these 3 sections. And that'll be mostly done for the day. We're actually getting a lot done. We're moving a lot faster with this than I expected us to. A whole lot faster. Once again, this entire top section on all 3 of these are going to be, are essentially going to be rec rooms. You know, you're going to have your pool table, probably some exercise equipment. You know, just general use space that anyone living in the apartment can use. Ooh, that's what we got to do. We got to put lights up here in this section of the hallway, because we do that for each of the hallway sections. We put lights up. Do we need to? No, because of the ambient light of the game. However, that's not the way that lights tend to work. I'm pretty sure one of my mods increased the brightness of lights in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and say you probably should put lights in these sections if you were to be building this and not using the mod. There we go. And we'll do that 2 more times. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, that is a lot of light. That is an obscene amount of light. That is a hilariously large amount of light that we've got going on, but we should probably put another light in here. But in here it will be the, because we've got the room for it. In here, we will go for a, actually, no, we're going to put the ceiling fan out there. Never mind. So we're just going to go with our standard light setup like we've been doing. All right. Let me see. What else can I do before? Because I can't really get started on any of the rest of the stuff, and we've only got about 4 minutes left of the main stream, and I'm not trying to rush myself out of the door here. It's, I mean, it is kind of a busy day, but, yeah, I want to give you guys your money's worth, or I guess your time's worth, because this is free. Let's see. I think that's all I can do right now, because the living room and kitchen is gonna take a while. I'll probably be at that a significant chunk of the night when I'm back. When I'm back from the movie, separate from any time that I spend, you know, with my family after watching the movie. Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it for now. For now, at least. Yeah, we've got a lot to do, but we've made a lot of progress. I can't stress this enough. We've made an obscene amount of progress on this in the span of what, 15 episodes, something like that. We've done a good job. We've done a very good job. We've been playing. Oh man, we've been playing Fallout for 30 days in a row. We've done an entire month of just Fallout. I think the only time that's happened to me other than this has been the Arkham Knight New Game Plus difficulty. When you combine it with the main Arkham Knight campaign, I think that may have taken me a month to complete. But maybe not even that. I don't know. I know that we've been doing a lot. It's been a lot of work here. It has been a lot of work on our end, and I'm very happy about the work we've gotten done. We've got a whole lot of stuff. I still do not have a name for the diner. I still do not have a name for this diner. So if any of you have made it this far, if any of you have made it to the end of the stream, I do not yet have a name for this diner. The diner needs to be incorporated in the name because that's the rule I'm setting, but I don't have a name for the diner. If you would like to suggest a name, make sure to suggest a name for the diner, as well as suggest a name for the NPC who would run the diner. This is my way of giving back to you guys who have been amazing have been amazing and been watching my stuff and have been giving me pretty great feedback so far. It means the world to me that you guys would watch for as long as you have, let alone any amount longer. And I'd like to memorialize some of your guys' amazing viewership through the naming of these NPCs. Man, you guys really just your armor just gets ruined, and you guys don't do anything to repair it. What's up with that? Anyway, yeah, for the NPC, yeah, go ahead and suggest a name for the diner, as well as the name of the NPC that would run the diner. If you want to give me a little bit of a backstory of the NPC, go ahead. Nothing too OP. They are not the protagonist of this story. My character technically is, but that's only because it's my playthrough. Yeah, go ahead and give me the backstory, all that kind of stuff. I'm interested in to hear what you guys have to say, and would like to get you guys a little bit more involved in this whole process. But we still need a name. The thing is, like, the structure is good, and I can add a little bit of extra personal decoration. But beyond that, I think that's everything. I think we've hit all the main stuff. Thought I heard some more gunshots, but I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm going a little crazy. Would not surprise me. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Ah, I did hear some gunshots. Hello? Okay. These guys do not hold back. They will throw all kinds of grenades. They're fun. They're very fun. All right, let's grab this stuff before we're out for the day. I do have somewhere to be in about half an hour. So let's grab this stuff before we're done. One thing that does bother me, when they jump out of their armor, they almost never jump back into their armor. Like, one of these guys just jumped out of this suit and never got back in.
Excuse me. They're gonna have to fly this checkpoint from my...
Okay, it wasn't you.
Hey there.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. You don't have any voice lines? That's because all your voice lines are tied to the armor. That's how that works. That's how this game works. Which is such a smart way to program a game, you know? So it's perfect. Totally perfect game design. Alright, I want you. Yeah, most of your gear is useful to me. But then you have armor pieces that are just bad. Well, I don't know if it's a mod or if it's just natural progression of the game. I do like seeing raiders wear combat armor. That's really nice. It means that they're actually trying, not just running in expecting things to work their way against, you know, T-45 Minutemen or T-60 Brotherhood or whatever. You know, it can get kind of stupid. It can get kind of stupid at times. Anyway, I think that's everything for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's meant the world to me that you guys would watch a little bit, let alone the 3 hours that we've been going today, or the, let's see, this is episode 30, so the 90 hours of the Fallout series so far. Like, it's wild to me that anyone would watch for that long. I would. Maybe not everything I've done, but I would certainly watch for 90 hours of a series that mattered to me, but that's because I am not chronically, terminally online. Yeah, that's a separate issue. What I'm trying to say is thank you guys so much for watching. We will continue on Monday, because I take my Sundays off. I'm letting you guys know now. For those of you who are new, I do take off Sundays, so you won't see me then, but you will see me on Monday with our new temporary schedule that we will be continuing. We will be back noon on Monday, and then on Tuesday, from Tuesday to Tuesday, so the span of a week, we will be streaming from 9 p.m. to midnight. That's the current plan. That all depends on getting. You know, I'm hosting. I'm hosting my friend who's coming out here from Arizona. That'll be lots of fun. And in all of the stream schedule for Tuesday through to the next Tuesday will all depend on what we have going on, what myself, my family, and my friend have going on outside that. So the plan is from the 11th to the 18th to be streaming from 9 to midnight, but that might change depending on, you know, what certain things need to change. I will double check to see what his his schedule is when he will be arriving, and I'll adjust my times accordingly on Tuesday. But the plan, generally speaking, is 9 to midnight from the 11th to the 18th. Other than that, we will be back on Monday with our temporary schedule of noon. I think that's all of that stuff. Thank you for watching live, those of you who have been watching live, whether you've been here the whole time or whether you just stopped in periodically, depending on what you are up to. Thank you guys for joining me. If you'd like to catch the entire stream, you'll be able to catch the entire re-upload tonight, sometime tonight, on my VODs channel on YouTube, CN Games on YouTube. If you are watching on the VOD side, thank you guys so much for watching on the VOD side. It means the world to me. Remember to leave your comment as to what you think the name of the diner should be, as well as the name of the NPC that runs the diner. Give me a little story. Give me a little backstory for the guy, or girl, or ghoul, or whatever. Give me a little backstory for him. I like to hear what you guys have to say. It's one of my favorite things is getting you guys involved with this kind of storytelling stuff, storytelling in general. But besides that, you can find if you are watching on the VOD side, you can find my other YouTube channels, which is the main channel, Christian Nisus, which is spelled the same way as this Kick channel, and my third channel that I don't really have anything on just yet, but I'm putting a few things together. In fact, I'm putting something together for the main channel, and I'm just making sure that I go about it completely legally. Yeah, that's about all I'm gonna say about it right now. I'm probably overhyping it. I don't mean to be, but that'll be for later. Let's see. Besides that stuff, of course, you can find the Kick channel in the description. Make sure to follow me over here if you're interested in catching us live at any point. But besides all of that, you can find my social media in the description and other ways you can support me monetarily if you feel like doing so. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to do so. I am simply going to remind you that for this to turn into a full-time job for me, I need the generosity of all of you, my viewers, to do in order to do so. But I'm not going to beg you to part with your hard-earned money, because that's stupid. That's not a good idea. That's not a very healthy habit to get into, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you all on Monday, our new temporary bat time, but the same bat channel. All right, have a good one.